What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Brothers, Candace Owens recently visited Nick Cannon's podcast. And Candace Owens, let me just say this. Now, when it comes to the Black America, a lot I don't agree with. But she says quite many things that I have to agree with because it's just true, all right? So taking that into consideration, she says a lot of things that are definitely true. And she says something that I want to talk about when it comes to the sexualization of Black women on Nick Cannon's podcast. And I want to play that for your listening ears.
I will not accept. The conspiracy to me is to try to convince me that the times have changed and we went from, in the Black community, producing Michael Jackson and Whitney Houston to what really Black people really want to hear right now is Sexy Red. And so that's the reason why these record labels are going to Sexy Red and offering her a deal. I refuse to believe that. So yes, power is held by these labels when they go out, and I don't mean that as any disrespect to her. Yeah. What I am saying is that frequencies are real, okay?
Exactly.
Frequencies impact your spirit.
There's been brothels and strip clubs and stuff since the oldest
but
profession
I'm talking about music, and you are correct, but Confucius said, listen to the music.
And you'll be able to know the
and there's a reason for that.
Society.
This people, in my viewpoint, have a lot of power in the music industry, also understand that. There is no reason to fight to put filth on the airways and then try to convince people that it's free speech.
Because it's
in fact,
profitable.
I will tell you, these people are being pushed in a certain direction. Women, you're being told, can you make it sexier?
So guys, you've heard what was said there. Now, brothers, let me go ahead on and talk about this. And I see so many people in the comment section. I'm not even gonna waste my time going over the comments, but it was so many people saying, listen, y'all hate Candace Owens because she's spitting the facts. Y'all can't tell me that she lying. You can't tell me that she not telling the truth. And you know what? You're right. We can't say that what she's saying isn't true. But here's something that we also got to talk about. If people don't accept you in the community as supporting the Black community or being in the community, and the only thing that you always have are criticisms, and you have a partner of another race, then what people are always going to say is not coming from a good place. And see, we gotta be mindful of that. We have to be mindful of that. And see, a lot of folks I see in Black America, Black conservatives, they love to point out the problems of Black America, and they're not wrong. But then we will look at some of those people and say, well, what is your investment into working with the Black community? And once somebody doesn't see that investment, it's not existing, well, then what do you expect those people to think? Do you understand what I'm saying? It's the same thing as Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate. Tristan in particular, he's always criticizing Black America and saying that, oh, you know, we need to do better as a community. Don't nobody know you in the Black community for doing anything. Like you're not there. Like you never been there, bro. Like you've never been there ever. Like, what are you even talking about? Like, this is not what people know you about, fam. This is not you. You're not that guy when it comes to this. And this is why people look at you and like, bro, can nobody take you serious for real? Nobody can take you serious for real. How can they take you that serious? Nobody is taking you seriously. And the thing is, if you want to be talking at the community, make sure you're doing something somehow about it, somehow with it, somehow for it. Like, do you work with Black people at all? I can't come. Let me just say this. I'm living in Uganda, right? I'm pretty known on the online pro-Black Pan-African community. Okay? I'm not perfect, but I'm known for that. So imagine me just being in Uganda. I'm in the pro-Black space, and I have a white wife. And the things I'm saying about the Black community is true. Do you expect somebody to take it seriously and to move on it? Nobody's gonna move on it. So you're wasting your time talking about Black America. You're wasting your time. The Black community don't want to hear from a person like Candace Owens. The Black community would like to hear from somebody that's living what they're actually talking about. And if you care about the Black struggle, most pro-Blacks and most Black people don't want to see that you're talking at Black people and talking about them all the time. And then when it comes to white people or white folks, like they don't hear that. And then all you're saying is, well, I'm not talking about that. Stick on the topic. Okay, let's concede your arguments. You're right. But what is your agenda? What is your agenda for wanting to fix it? Because then we will hear Candace Owens talking about, hey, we need to get with some people in black business and invest in the black community. You never hear that. We need to go ahead and no, all you hear is criticisms for clicks and views. But, oh, we're not going to invest and put some money together and help our kids go to HBCUs. You never hear her talking about that. Why? Because Candace Owens was never really in the African-American community at all. Candace Owens is a Caribbean. And nothing wrong with being Caribbean. But you're trying to basically cosplay just like you're saying Kamala Harris was. You're doing the same damn thing. You're out there cosplaying too, okay? You're doing the same thing. And guess what? People get tired of that stuff, all right? People get tired of that stuff. And that's exactly why it falls on deaf ears. It falls on deaf ears when you get people like that, like, okay, here she goes talking again. Oh, she knows what she's talking about. Yeah, it don't make any sense. Nah, don't listen to her. Well, why don't listen to her? Nah, because she ain't serious for real. That's really what it is. She's not seriously. Nah, don't worry about her. Well, what do you mean? Nah, we good. Yeah, she's terrible. She's terrible. What you mean she's terrible? Yeah, she's terrible. She's just talking. She just sell out anyway. And I'm gonna tell you exactly, that's why a lot of black Republicans do not get any further with black people. I'm gonna tell you, just be honest. A lot of black Republicans, you continuously hear that. You know, they talk at the black community, what blacks need to be doing. Then you see them basically with their white husband or white wife, and black people are like, oh, okay. Well, there's the reason why you're talking like that. It makes sense. And then they're gonna say, well, what does my wife got to do with that? It got a lot to do with it. It got a lot to do with it. And your fan base too, by the way. And nobody is wrong for saying that. Nobody is wrong. If you can come out and just criticize everything wrong with Black America, then Black America can concede or agree with what you're doing. But you know what they can do? They can also look at the reason why you're saying that. They can challenge, why is she saying this? Why is this person saying this? Is there a reason why they're saying this? So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.